The pressure to win can be immense. Skill, dedication, and courage. The ability to make quick decisions. To ride with an unparalleled focus.
Noble Yates down the near side, joining in.
There's only one champion.
And it's Matt Totty who wins the top of.
All year they battle to the top. The task is grueling, loss after loss.
Blaze the trail is losing ground.
This year sees the rise of a new star.
What a start, Sean Bowen.
The flying Welshman, Sean Bowen.
On the outside of River of Joy, it goes to the judge.
Who for the first time in his career has a commanding lead.
He's going to give Brian Hughes some fight, you know.
I've got good trainers to ride for, plenty of support, and it's obviously a long, long way to go, but it's something I'd love to do.
He's positioned himself for success, but can he hold out?
I'd ride out 2 or 3 times a week. Olly's one of them, and Martin Keighley, Harry Fry's now and again. I'll be schooling about 7 or 8 this morning probably. James is with me this morning actually. We just go riding out together. No, you'll have another one to school. We actually tend to ride for a lot of the same people, which is quite good. Up the Villa, beating Chelsea.
Post no bills over safely, chased by line of descent.
I actually went a few weeks without a win until yesterday, so I was ready for that one.
So Bowen Brothers 1-2 as Sean beats James. Post no bills makes all of the running.
If you've not got any hope this time of year, you've got no chance going into the season.
Nice getting him kind of coming and sitting on a lot of these horses, getting to know them at home. So he's a good help off the racetrack as much as he is on it. He's just very natural, isn't he? He's also been brought up in and around horses all his life. Very versatile rider now. He seems to get the best out of nearly every horse he sits on. Sean is riding a horse called Butch, who won a maiden hurdle of Max McNeil's. So yeah, he's giving him a canter this morning before giving him a jump. Sean, I'd say you lead away there. I'd just steady away, yeah.
Schooling all the youngsters. There is a lot of horses here that have won bumpers that I look forward to.
Yeah, nice and steady. Oh, no.
Hey, we schooled up sides. It's fresh and keen, right? Now it's just about doing it before they're ready to run, really. It's an exciting time of year.
Born into racing, it didn't take Sean long to start riding for some of the industry's top trainers.
Mum would take us pony racing in Ireland, and then I was 15 years old when I went to Gordon Elliott's. So that was a great experience. That was probably the best experience I had as a child, working for Gordon. And then I suppose when Dickie retired, he didn't really have anyone over here that rode most of his horses, so I was very lucky to get that connection. I keep saying I'm lucky, but I'm very lucky that my brother started training pointers similar to the sort of time that I started riding pointers. I had a lot of winners for him, and quite a few winners for David Brace, Conor Brace's grandfather.
Sean Bowen comes towards it, makes a nice shape over it, and he looks over his shoulder and he sees he's got plenty of time.
They was all good experience before you sort of start riding properly. My time in Ireland taught me most. Riding pony racing in Ireland is a lot rougher than our pony racing. So that taught me a lot, and then obviously pointing, you learn how to ride over the fences and everything. So yeah, all good experience.
Okay guys, on out.
Lads, stop.
As we've seen this morning, counting to 3 isn't the easiest thing in the world for a few people, but yeah, Sean obviously went to school, and yeah, his counting isn't so bad. Nice and steady. Okay, Sean. His feedback is very good as any jockey that's ever ridden for me.
Oh, he's so good though, isn't he?
Oh, he is, yeah. It's detailed, it's intelligent, it's actually an asset as a jockey, where I would imagine a few people that wouldn't know Sean think his riding is his biggest asset, where I'd actually believe that his feedback is his bigger asset is his riding, you know?
Mate, I'm convinced fences now.
I agree with you now.
The way this one jumps in comparison to that.
Oh yeah, but you can see why I always thought this was a better horse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just floats around the place a lot easier, doesn't he?
I'm getting excited now, isn't it?
This is a champion. Look, it's hard to single horses out, but there's a lot of nice novices, which is what you always want going into a season. It's an exciting time of the year.
Seeing him as far ahead as he is going to be a really interesting winter, and there's no one's going to be more behind him than myself.
For the rest of the day, we'll be going to Warwick. Got 4 rides at Warwick. Hope for a couple of winners.
Sean was originally booked for 3 rides at Warwick. However, he picked up a spare ride this morning.
Lindsay does most of the driving, and then Alan Corley sort out my rides. I'm just watching his races back now on the iPad. Hopefully learn a bit more about the horse before we get to Warwick.
Present in the mind of Sean and other jockeys are new rules surrounding whip usage. It's something that if Sean isn't careful, can potentially hinder his well-earned lead.
That's something I've always had trouble with ever since I started. I never really fully got the hang of it. I was just catching them short a little bit. When whip bans become more strict, it got very hard. I was looking at bans most days of the week. I've actually recently started going and seeing George Baker. He's helped me a lot with that. Luckily, it's been a lot better.
Sean arrives at Warwick with the opportunity to bolster his numbers on the championship table.
Main target this season is to be champion jockey. Look, we're a long way off it at this time of year, but I'm in a good position. Last season, 125 was my best ever season. You'll be counting whether it's 5 or whether it's 70. Main competitors would obviously be Brian Hughes and Harry Cobden. Brian's just relentless in what he does, and Harry's got probably the best yard in the country behind him. It's good competition and we all enjoy it.
Sean's first ride of the day is on Mikimoto for trainer Martin Keighley.
I'm lucky in that I've got trainers that want to run horses all year round, and that obviously gives you a good kickstart going into October.
It's got to be his biggest chance yet. It's the biggest lead he's ever had this part of the season. He's just riding with so much confidence. You watch him in a race, and I say it a lot, it looks like he's actually sat in his armchair. He's so relaxed on them. Beautiful rider to watch, and it must give the horses confidence. Because he's so relaxed on them, he doesn't interfere with them. He's strong in the finish when he needs to be, so very talented jockey. Hopefully we can give him plenty of winners, and hopefully we can get one today.
Short run down to the final flight, then a furlong to run in, and the leader at the last was Track and Trace, but he was awkward, nearly lost the rider who had to sit tight, and Mikimoto is closing on the inside. Mikimoto on the inside of Track and Trace. Track and Trace rally closer, and they go past together. Very close.
The horses finish neck and neck. Unfortunately, the camera used to judge such fine margins has failed to capture the finish. Sean and Martin patiently await the result of the stewards, who use the broadcast camera to decide the winner. The result doesn't go Sean and Martin's way.
I know some jockeys would go and sit back in the wall and not take it very well. He was smiling, and no, he'd be fine, and he's just looking forward to his next ride.
However, Sean had no joy on his spare ride as he pulled up halfway round. With the clock ticking, Sean's focus turns to his next race on Buie.
And they're off from the 2-mile start. This is the Weatherby's handicap chase.
As they clear the first fence, Sean positions himself at the front of the field.
Can Tick in the Box and Buie are the two cutting out the early running.
As the race progresses, he sits patiently in second, ready to make his move.
Buie will take over at the final open ditch from Tick in the Box. Buie leading Stroll on by. Jet of Dreams staging a rally. Formoso can't go on. They're on the run for home. It's Buie by 3 or 4 lengths, but it's Buie with the advantage, running up towards the line. Buie goes on to score, tight for second.
It's a win for Sean, increasing his championship tally by 1, further distancing himself from Brian Hughes, who failed to score any winners on today's card.
Bit unlucky in the first to just get beat as close as that, but ran very well first time over hurdle, so very happy with that. Then we nicked the winner and the last horse ran well, so look, any day you get a winner is a good day and any more is a bonus, so no, very happy with how it's gone.
To stay at the top of the table, Sean will need to continue riding regular winners for the next 6 months.
Found On being driven home here, she's finding plenty. Found On goes on to score. Couple of lengths to Castle Gandolfo, trying to close him down, but Liverpool Knight's stunning off and wins.
He's holding on, Shadow River trying to come with a run. Rambo T all out will just last home.
And Butch has made every yard and draws clear to win easily.
An act of authority to win.
Chasing Fire.
Ben Bowie the winner. Butch has nailed it. What a Johnny snatches it.
Little Miss Dante the winner. Thunder Rock for Sean Bowen and Olly Murphy.
West Orchard for Sean Bowen and Joe Tizard.